Hello, hello. We're back with another update. It is day 96. So what's been going on since yesterday? Well, a few things. One, we've got this anniversary path event that's opened up here. And I can get a legendary book if I can get, I think one path is 20,000 points on the right side here. Or a little over 20,000, like 20,700 or something, which I'm very, very close to. So I think I'm going to go for that. If I had 2,300, I could go this way and get the chicken. Oh, actually, no, it's this chicken. Oh, it's not even that chicken. For some reason, I thought it was the 5-star chicken, but it's not. It's only 4-star. Yeah, so I think I honestly want to go on this side anyway, because I think the soul coins are a little more valuable to me on this account since I can't farm them otherwise, and then pick up the legendary book there. So, but we do need to get enough points to do that, and we get points by leveling up artifacts, or enhancing artifacts, I should say, and picking them up from dungeons. So, yesterday we had the triple speed in Fire Knight, so I've been basically doing Fire Knight, Fire Knight, Fire Knight, Fire Knight, Fire Knight, and then I was debating between farming Minotaur and for the Masteries for Delaja, or trying to pick up the rest of the points I need for this event, and I decided I'm going to go for the points. So since then, I've been farming Spider, doing, oh, I don't have the energy right now, doing Artax solo with 4 food, right? And the reason we're farming Spider is because we can get a lot of silver that way and level up gear. And since I need to level up gear, I decided to work on some of the clan boss team. So we've done a few things on the clan boss team. One of them is we took up a few of Rhonda's accessories to plus 16. So all of hers are done. Her build is looking very nice. I took up some of the gear of Deacon's to plus 16. I had him in a plus 16 helmet. And then what did I do? I rolled up this banner, and I swapped him from this defense banner here to, let me move the camera. I swapped him from the defense banner here, which doesn't, it triple rolled kind of crappy stats, into this attack base banner, because he's got reasonably high base defense, but he's got relatively low base attack. So using the accessories, which give the flat stat, to make up for the lack of the primary stat makes more sense. And then getting the primary stat from a percentage-based thing. So that's why I decided to swap into this banner. Also, it double rolled. I mean, the rolls on this thing are amazing. Look at this. It rolled double HP, defense, and speed. So, moral of the story is because this one has, that's 12 speed versus 5 speed. It has 7 more speed on it. I was able to swap out for a helmet, which had less speed than the original one I had, but had more crit rate. So that's why this isn't plus 16. But his build is way better. He's up to 94% crit rate, so he's not quite crit capped, but he's really close. 130% crit damage. He's still got his decent accuracy. The rest of his build is pretty solid. So that's how we rebuilt Deacon. I rebuilt Valerie in Stalwart and leveled up that. So she is very, very tanky. She might be the tankiest champion on my account now. She's got, well, maybe not. She's got 47,000 health and 2,400 defense. So I say she's really tanky. I mean, this is not like end game tanky, but for this account it's pretty tanky, and it's in Stalwart, so pretty nice. She's still got 100%, or not 100% crit rate. She's got 60% crit rate and over 100 crit damage. So I'm doing like kind of weird builds on these champions because I kind of want all the stats. It's like I want some defensive stats and I want some offensive stats. So it's like normally when I build my champions with the Hell Hades optimizer, I just say like make it survival mode, right? Give me this much speed and make me as tanky as possible. Or damage mode, give me this much speed and as much damage as possible. It's kind of weird with these clan boss champions where you kind of want a mix of survivability and damage. But either way, I'm happy with her build. It's going well. Eris, I have not rebuilt yet, so she is definitely the weak link of the team. So I do need to think about how I want to rebuild her, but the problem is because she needs so much speed, it's hard to build her correctly, and I'm still waiting to find out about the toxic nerf. I talked about this yesterday a little bit. Did I build anything else out on Spirit Host? No, I didn't actually. I haven't leveled up most of her gear, so I guess it was just Valerie that got a gear upgrade, Rhonda, and Deacon last night. But we're basically doing a very comfortable 2 key and clan boss. So today we get Spirit every day, which makes this easier. But you can see that we did way more than we needed. I hit 20 million, I think, on the Void Affinity before it got below 50% and would switch to Spirit. And then I did like 22 million on Spirit Affinity. So we've got a very comfortable 2-key in Nightmare, which made me think like, okay, well, maybe I should start hitting Ultra Nightmare as well. And that's when I discovered this absolutely bullshit bug that's in the game where the Spirit Affinity clan boss does not use his abilities in the right order when certain champions are on the team. The YST made a video about this like a year ago, which I'd never seen before and just found out. So basically what happens is this team, my Captain Ahab team, doesn't work on Spirit Affinity because the clan boss puts his decreased speed up on turn 1 instead of on turn 2 like he's supposed to when Valerie's in the team. So I'm going to mess around with this and see if I can figure out like how to, if there's any way I can force him to do the right turn order. Like, I don't know, maybe put Valerie in a different position, or I don't know. It's just so dumb that this team doesn't work because of the stupid bug. So yeah, that's a total bummer. But in the meantime, I've just been hitting Brutal, which we're, easily doing a 1-key, and we'll hit hard and get a 1-key on that. And then I'm torn because I think doing Brutal and hard and getting top chests from both of those would be better than getting the tier 2 chest from Ultra Nightmare. But if my clan is dropping Ultra Nightmare and they're not dropping Brutal and Hard, then I think the opposite would be true. Because we'd basically be getting double chests from Ultra Nightmare, but not from these two. So I'm probably going to hit Ultra Nightmare, but I just didn't have time to figure out what to do about this whole bug situation. So that was pretty lame. But anyway, that's going on. We have a 3v3 tournament starting here in about 9 hours. So I claimed my 3v3 tokens, but I haven't used them from yesterday, and then I will claim them and run everything after we get that tournament opening up. So let's check here, see if there's anything we want in the Soul Merchant. Nope. Made more progress in Doom Tower. I'm like really torn about where to farm in Doom Tower now. So we finished Griffin on floor 70, and honestly it's super easy actually. So I don't know. I don't feel like making like more guides on this stuff is like that useful when it's just the same thing every time. It's like exactly the same as what Griffin was last time. But anyway, this run is really easy with these guys here: Deacon, Broadmaw, Artak, Shield Guard, and Armiger. What I'm torn about though is whether I want to farm Dark Fae or I want to farm Celestial Griffin, because Dark Fae is definitely better to farm for PvP, but I don't really care about PvP on this account. And we're only farming 5-star gear because we're still doing normal Doom Tower. But I think if I put everyone in my clan boss team in Guardian gear, it would actually be much better than all the stuff that's in Stalwart. So I'm like, maybe I should farm that? I don't know. If it was 6-star, it would be a little more interesting. But the fact that like what we're getting at this point is 5-star gear means I just don't know. Like 5-star gear is obviously not going to be like my end game stuff for my PvP, but it could be good enough to be like end game for clan boss. Because once you get a 1-key on Ultra Nightmare, like you're done, right? You don't need better gear than that. Whereas there's no limit on how good your gear can get in PvP. But it's not like we're going to be getting to 1-key anytime soon. So I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. I'll probably just farm Griffin. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we have going on. Nope, just these 2 tournaments. I'm debating on whether or not I want to farm Fire Knight tonight for that tournament. It's honestly, actually, you know what I need to do? I need to figure out, when do I unlock the next Scarab? Oh, I just unlocked Scarab. Like, the alternative would be to farm Delaja's Masteries, right? And the main reason I want to farm Delaja is just to get through Scarab boss. But so far, we've been able to get through Scarab without Delaja, without needing Delaja. And so it's kind of like, do I want to focus on farming Masteries, or I just want to focus on farming gear? The gear also helps as we get that stun set stuff that can help us progress in the waves. So I don't know, it's a little tricky, but I haven't taken her to 6-star either. The other thing that we have going on is I do have all of this food coming out of the Guardian Ring here so it's going to reset in 7 minutes, and then it's probably going to be like another 16 hours. But then once that's up, we'll have basically 5 4-stars ready to go for our food. We already have a couple extra 4-stars. What do I have? Like 3 more, and then we've got lots and lots of 4-star food ready to go. I have tons of food, and food leveling honestly is going to start coming in so fast as we farm dungeons every day with food champions in them, thanks to Artak, because we're not really deciding between leveling champions and farming gear if we can do both at the same time when we farm with Artak. So yeah, that's, I don't know, that's something to think of. And I do need to farm masteries for Delaja. So, oh man, I'm so tired. Sorry. I think that's pretty much it. The other thing I've been working on, which I haven't talked about as much, is going hard on referral alts. So you see I have these 3 that are working. This one hit 42. I guess we can go ahead and claim some of this stuff. What do I need to get? Oh no, I don't get legendary books until... Yeah, it's a bummer that like you spend all this time farming, and like the big benefit is mostly these sacred shards, which we can't use on this account. But you know, these guys are moving along. 42 is still pretty far away from 50 because of the way the XP leveling works, but I have been going pretty hard, and I'm getting them mostly into farm mode where they can just like come in, do their daily quests, claim their energy, and just fire it all out and be as low effort as possible. So yeah, that's going well, and I'm focusing on that. I think that is pretty much it. I haven't done Hydra yet, so I need to do that at some point, but sleepy. Stayed up too late. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, we have Faction War boss. Let's make sure it's not. We can do Knights Rev, we can do Dwarves. So yeah, we'll be fine. We'll get that done. Cool. Yeah, I think that's it. I will see you in the next one. Hopefully Plarium will fix this bug, but it's been over a year since YST made a video on it, and there's been nothing. So I'm not going to hold my breath. But all right, I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Hello. We're back with another update. It is day 97, which makes sense, right? One day after last time. And there's actually a lot of craziness happening right now. So, this Fire Knight tournament, I was talking yesterday, like, do I want to wait for the Fire Knight tournament to start and then work on that, or do I want to farm Delaja's masteries? And I ended up saving all my energy to start with this Fire Knight tournament. So let's take a look and see how we're doing on this thing. So far we've got 923 points. Oh, we're in first place. Nice. Cool. We'll claim those gems. So rewards are interesting. I mean, we get this, was that an Immortal Soul Gem? Immortal Soul Gem? I can never remember the name of it. Yeah, Immortal Soul Stone. But what's even crazier is I had no idea this was coming with a 2x regeneration event, Drop Fever event. Yeah, they didn't advertise this at all. So I had no idea it was coming, but I am very excited for this because honestly, regeneration gear is so important for this account. It's probably like one of the most important sets in terms of making progression, especially, well, I mean, really just like everywhere, because we're so limited in the champions we can use that we kind of need to like bring teams that are like champions that can heal themselves and things like that through regeneration gear, especially with faction wars and stuff. And then we have a couple of champions on our roster that really would rather be in regeneration gear. So Artak is probably the #1, and I also want to put Delaja in regeneration gear as well. So yeah, I'm going ham. I'm gonna farm like basically non-stop while this event is up, unless I literally run out of gems and energy. But we've booked so much gems, so much energy, not so many gems, but we've been saving our energy forever. We have like that 100 energy in there. I've got this energy to burn. What else? Well, I guess that's mostly it. A Call of Arbiter energy, we've got that, I think. Or no, we actually burned this. We have something. We have this. Yeah, okay. So we've got some of that. And yeah, I'm just super excited to farm regeneration gear. Here, we'll take a look at what I've farmed so far. But a few other things that we finished. This anniversary path event closed. I was able to rank up some gear to get about 20,000 points and get the legendary book. I opted to go down this side of the tree to pick up some of these soul coins. and the Baron Banner, because I just figured I'd need these a little bit more than this stuff. Like, I mean, the Chaos Ore is really good, but it's only a 5-star, so I don't know. Yeah, I opted, just because we can't farm Iron Twins yet, to grab that, which I guess I kind of mentioned yesterday. So yeah, excited about that. Speaking of Iron Twins, let's go ahead and check our Altar of Souls, see if we got anything interesting today. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't. Oh, Deacon Soul. Deacon Soul. Oh, can I buy this? How many do I have? 10. That would be 25. Yeah, I don't have enough. Man, I've been thinking more and more. I'm like, what do I do? I'm like, honestly, kind of getting Deacon like all the way up, and getting that maxing out the decreased defense of the Cruelty Blessing would be really cool. But I also think maybe it would be better to farm, to focus solely on Artak and get his Brimstone completely maxed, because having Brimstone be uncleansable would be really nice for Iron Twins and Sand Devil if I ever use him in there, and I don't know, just Hydra, of course, and Hydra. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's something interesting. Still been going hard on the referral account stuff, so I've been logging these guys in, running them constantly. This one's getting up to level 42, so we're making progress on that. Let's go ahead and check in. Oh, okay, so other things going on today. We had another day with the Spirit in Ultra Nightmare, so I didn't try and run anything on Ultra Nightmare. However, I did 2-key Nightmare on Force Affinity this time, which is kind of interesting because Force Affinity is kind of mixed for us, because sure, it's decent for Deacon and Spirit Host, but really Rhonda's our primary damage dealer, so having it be the wrong affinity for that is a little rough. The first key only did 19 million, but then the second key did 21, so yeah, we've got a 2-key on that, and we'll have to figure out what we want to do with Brutal and the rest of it. I can farm Ultra Nightmare with my team, even on Spirit Affinity, if I wait for I wait for the boss to weak hit my Valerie, because if it weak hits Valerie, I think it still works even with the broken turn order, even with the bug. So I don't know. That's on my radar. But yeah, other thing we have going on is this Tag Arena tournament. I should mention that. Got some more energy to claim in here. I guess I'm in 3rd place. Oh man, that guy's got way more points than me. Both these guys have way more points than me. And I saved my refill till the tournament started. So yeah, a little bit rough on that. Oh, that was another thing I was going to do. Okay, so we've got 831 of these gold bars, and I think what I want to do is I think I want to not max, but I think I want to take my Force everything up to rank 3 to help with Clan Boss and Spirit Host. You know what? Let's do this to rank 3 as well. That'll help Spirit Host and Deacon. And then what do we want to do next? I think I want to go... Why don't we go take the defense to +6, because that's relatively cheap. So we need 100 more, so we'll probably get this later tonight. And then I think I kind of want to take accuracy all the way up, just because for Artak, basically, as we turn him into our solo champion. Having that accuracy will help a lot. And then probably, honestly, do both his accuracy and his resistance. Cool. All right, so the other thing to check is regeneration gear. Oh, actually, there's 2 things I want to show you. Okay, so let's take a look at the regeneration, which is here. I kind of haven't gone through and actually looked at exactly what I picked up, but I know I picked up some. So, okay, that's a decent piece. Yeah, accuracy and HP is good for Artak. We'll see how it rolls. Accuracy, crit damage, crit rate. I mean, the thing is, if you want crit damage and crit rate, you probably want it on lifesteal instead of regeneration. This piece is good. This is one we've had before. Resistance. This one we can just sell. Yeah, so this weapon's decent. Resistance, HP, and speed are all solid. Okay, this one is not that great. Let's see. This one, defense, speed. You know what? Let's take this up to rank 8. Why not? Oh, crit damage. That's not what we wanted. This is a 4-star. This is 3-star. I'm gonna keep these just for now, but yeah, obviously not that great. Accuracy resistance is interesting, but and it is a 6-star piece. Resistance and accuracy, HP and accuracy, 4-star piece. Yeah, honestly, it still kind of sucks. What did I pick up? I feel like I got something. Man, I really haven't gotten anything good actually from regeneration. Oof. Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully we can get something, because honestly, there's like no pieces in here which are really good. There's some that are like passable, but that's about it. I did get some interesting stun pieces, though. They didn't roll as well as I'd wanted, but I got this one here, which is double rolled into HP. If it could double rolled into speed, because it's 6-star, it would have been amazing. Let's roll this one up. Getting a good stun set on Zephyr Sniper is going to be really important for Doom Tower Waves. Double speed roll. Okay, 13 speed. That's good. Anything over here? Accuracy crit rate now. Yeah. So I can build basically a set, right? If we put like this weapon on her, this weapon's not bad with the speed, accuracy. The attack is a wasted roll on Zephyr Sniper. We can put that. We have a speed boot, this one here. And we have this HP glove, speed accuracy glove. Zephyr Sniper does need accuracy for this build that we want to put her in, because we want her A1 to put their skills on cooldown. And especially if we're combining stuns with putting the skills on cooldown, we can actually increase the skill. Like, we can build up a like back pile of skill cooldowns, because skills don't reset on stun. So yeah, I think having those two, actually, I think she could be a really good CC champion for that. Because there's some boss or some enemies that it's like really helpful if you can put their skills on cooldown, because if the stun ever doesn't land. Actually, I shouldn't even say some. Like most enemies, honestly, putting them on their skills on cooldown is huge in terms of a CC. So yeah, got that going. Got a speed boot right here. So yeah, so we can put her in this, and this, and actually have a stun set. It wouldn't be an amazing stun set, but it would be the start of one. And then grab maybe some perception gear or something. So anyway, I'd like to pick up more stun sets while we're farming ice, or the Fire Knight during this thing. Have we picked up any? Actually, that's an interesting piece. Picked up some Stavage. I don't know. I haven't really gone through this. I don't want to go through like every gear set we're farming right now, but yeah, moral of the story is we're getting some stuff that's interesting. Anything else that I did? I upgraded some more gear. I can't remember exactly what I upgraded. I took one of their weapons to plus 16 to finish off that event, and some other little things, but nothing too crazy. We still need to rework the Eris build. But yeah, I booked RTAC with the book that we got yesterday. It landed on the A2, which I have mixed thoughts about. I guess it's good. The alternative would be in the A1, and it would have just been damage on the A1. I guess I'd rather have the damage on the A2. And, you know, hopefully get it down to that 3-turn cooldown eventually. So, yeah. Oh, that was another thing that happened. So, a bunch of our 4-stars finished in the sparring pit. So, we've got a whole bunch of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I threw in some more, 5 more. So, how much food do we have? That's 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19. So, yeah, I guess I don't quite have enough food to get Delaja 6-starred, but I'm leveling up a bunch of rank 3 food. Honestly, I should probably start leveling up some of these rank 3s to level 30, so that next time we have a champ training event, that's kind of what I'm thinking, is like next time we have a champ training event is when I'll finish off Delaja. I'll take her to 6-star and get a bunch of points for that. Champ training events, by the way, are probably one of the most reliable ways to get legendary books for free-to-play accounts, if you're unaware. And so the way I like to do it is level up a bunch of level 30 food, and then you just drop 2 brews into the food to take it to level 15, and then feed it into a level 30, and then drop 3 brews into that. And that's like boom, 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 boom. That's how I get all of my champ training points on my main account, and you can just whip out a ton of points like instantly without spending any energy on it. Although it does take some silver. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything to cover today. I did rank up in live arena because of the way they reworked it, so we're in silver 2 now. Have decent win rate in live arena, honestly. Like, look at this stuff. I guess, yeah, doing pretty well. one. How many did we win yesterday? 1, 2, 3, 4. Won 4. So, what's my total win rate right now? 40%. You can't see that, but it's 40% with 510 battles on this account. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, that's going reasonably well. Getting some more area bonuses soon. I'm not sure what I'll put them in, to be honest. I want to make sure we have a super reliable 2 key on Nightmare, but I'm kind of thinking we're there, to be honest. And so it's going to be a big boost until we can start to 4 key Ultra Nightmare. I think we're going to need people in Guardian gear to get there. So I'm not sure it's worth putting more points into Demon Lord when it's not going to actually help us get anything extra. But we'll just save them for now and deal with that later. Forge Pass is still going well. On day we're at 30 out of 50 with... Oh, we only have... I guess we have about 2 weeks left. Okay, cool. I think that's it. I think that's it for real. All right, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Cheers. Hello. We're back with another update. It is day 98. Hey, we're getting a clan boss key tomorrow. Interesting. So, what have we been up to? A few things. We have been going super hard on this Fire Knight tournament. Am I not winning the Fire Knight tournament anymore? What? No, I am. Don't worry. Okay, we're good. I was going to say, I've been farming that like crazy. Picked up that Immortal Soulstone. You know what? Why don't we summon that right now? Here, let's pull all these. Let's see our wish list. Yeah, looks good. Okay. So we've been working on a few things. One is like farming Fire Knight, right? Been using all of my energy there. And Grizzled Jarl. All right, here's the big boy. Let's see this guy. Hold on. We'll update that in a second. Oh, Artech! Georgian, a 4-star Georgian! Oh my god, I bet there's so many people that would be so stoked to pull that soul. But not here. This is like my main. On my main, I have like a ton of Krisk souls and stuff, and like nothing to use them on. Alright. Nothing else in the shop. Okay, is what it is. Alright, cool. So, yes, Fire Knight tournament. Been going hard on the Fire Knight tournament. Picked up some interesting regeneration gear. So we're mainly things. We want a few different sets. We want a good Savage set, we want a good stun set, and we want a good regeneration set. Actually, we want multiple good regeneration sets. So I picked up this guy, which I thought was kind of interesting. HP, accuracy, speed. As long as you don't roll attack, that could be pretty interesting. It's a kind of interesting piece. It's kind of interesting if it rolled like double crit rate, because it is a 6-star crit damage, but not really for regeneration, just like because, you know, it's a good glove. This one's attack, but it does have speed on it. So, yeah. That was the main thing I was interested in. I can't remember if there's anything else noticeable that we... Notable that we picked up. Helmet has some speed on it, but less... Well, maybe if it double rolled. This guy, yeah, no, nothing too crazy. I do think I'm going to leave the game up like overnight, farming a ton of Fire Knight, to be honest, though. I think I might just set it. We have like these 2,600 gems, and I might just set it literally to just run like 24/7 when I'm like asleep. Although, to be honest, it's not like I've been slacking. I'm like basically running it constantly. I didn't run it permanently overnight, but it's been running Fire Knight like basically non-stop other than that. So yeah, I think we're gonna handily win that tournament, which is nice. But I just really want the regeneration gear. So we'll pick up that 6-star relentless pieces. It's gonna be nice, actually. Is that exceptional for these tournaments, or do these tournaments normally, for some reason I thought they gave 5-star, but maybe if you win you get 6-star. Oh, we got the classic arena going on. That's nice. Picked up some more soul coins. We're in second place here. I'm like kind of struggling to use all my arena tokens, but here, let's refresh. But we've been getting through them. Although I think I did have like probably like 7 or 8 get wasted while I was sleeping because I just couldn't burn them all. I just haven't been getting enough one-man defenses. So, I mean, that's the main thing we've been doing, right? Farming Fire Knight, getting all of this stuff, and then pushing Doom Tower. And unfortunately, we're a little stuck in Doom Tower. So I have not been able to get past Bommal floor 90. We got up to this yesterday, and then I ran this a bunch of times, and just I can't get through it. So I don't know what the solution is, to be honest. The issue is the bombs just basically like drop my shield guard or whatever champions I'm using super low, and then the boss takes a turn and kills them. So I'm torn. I know that Templar, this rare, where is he? Campaign farmable rare. This guy can solo Bommal, even up to floor 90 hard. Like he can basically solve Bommal for you. It's a pain in the butt because you have to manual it, but I don't want to farm Bommal anyway. So if I have to manual a few Bommal fights a month, that's okay. But he needs a really good regeneration set to do it. He needs like 70,000 HP and like a bunch of stuff in a regeneration set. And I just don't have the gear. So it's like, okay, I could build the champion, but it's not going to do me any good if I can't actually build the gear. So I'm not sure what the current solution is. One potential solution is to freeze the bombs. Like I was actually thinking there is a world where we run almost like a Scarab King, Dark Fae, Fire Knight style, never let the boss take a turn, just constantly decrease its turn meter, and freeze the bombs, right? So the main reason you can't control turn meter control Bommal is because when you try and turn meter control him, it will summon a bomb, one of the dread bombs that explodes. But if you freeze the dread bombs, instead of doing 40% of their health, you'll only do 20% of your health. So there is a world where we essentially bring in like Deacon, 2 shield or 2 armorgers, and well, here's the issue. If we had Yakarl, we could bring in, but this is like so far away because we're not going to get Yakarl anytime soon. If we had Yakarl, we could bring in 2 Deacon, or we could bring in Deacon, 2 armorgers, Yakarl, and I don't know, some other speed booster or something, and we could keep the bombs frozen 100% of the time because he has this AoE freeze on a 4-turn cooldown. And he puts like decreased speed and other stuff up. We could do that, right? And the bombs would explode, and if all of them hit us, we'd be down to 20% health, but we could probably heal back up in the 4 turns we'd have again before the bombs exploded, if we were running at like a 4-to-1 ratio with the bombs. So that's a potential option, right? That's a potential option, and then we just never let the actual Bommal boss take a turn. Although the bombs have 75 speed. Yeah, so the bombs have a base 75 speed, so you need to be running at an effective speed of like 300, which wouldn't actually be that hard, to be honest. Once you bring in a speed buff and the turn meter boost and stuff, yeah, that would actually be fine. Yeah, so strategy like that could work. I could potentially use a strategy like that a little earlier with my dogs, right? Because I want to bring the dogs up, and the dog does have that AoE. It's the same thing. It's an AoE freeze on a 4-turn cooldown. The issue is we have to bring in 2 champions, right? We have to bring in both of the dogs to get the freeze. So I don't know if 2 armorgers, a Deacon, and both the dogs is enough to keep them frozen and to actually heal. Like, we'd be entirely reliant on Deacon's Leech for healing, which might be enough. I don't know. But that's a potential option. So I don't know, but none of these things are going to happen anytime soon. So it's really like, oh man, are we going to be able to make any progress on the rest of this Doom Tower? We might not, to be honest. I might be stuck, which is a bummer. But if we only get to floor 90, but it is what it is. I mean, what's the rewards? We're missing out on some chickens, missing out on some shards, some energy. Like, I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like you want to complete it, but it's not like when you're playing an account that doesn't need, that's not pulling shards. It's like, I don't need books. I've got tons of books. Chicken's nice. I don't need shards. I'm not gonna pull the shards anyway, so the rewards aren't that great. But I don't know. Yeah, so I'm torn on that. I just don't think I'm gonna make progress on Bommal. That's the moral of the story. I think I need to get really, really good regeneration gear, which is why we're farming this event so hard. Other than that, I did fail to get a 2-key on Nightmare Clan Boss. It's a magic affinity this time, so I think what happened is one of my runs, I didn't watch it. I did 17 million on the first run. I think what happened is either Deacon got crit and died, or he didn't put up his leech, and so they didn't heal. So yeah, it didn't do as much damage as it should have. So we are really close to a 2-key, but we didn't quite get over there. So there could be more work to try and get the Clan Boss team to a reliable 2-key, but I don't know. Like, again, it's one of those things where it's like exactly what I just said with Doom Tower. It's like, I want to complete this stuff because it's cool to complete, but when you don't actually get any value out of any of the shards, it doesn't really help me to complete it. Like, the main reason you want to do Nightmare Clan Boss and Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss is to get Sacred Shards, right? And to get Void Shards and other shards that you can pull to get your fusions done and things like that. But when you can't pull the shards, it's like, okay, so I get some more legendary books. But I'm not going to get legendary. Like, if I can't do 4-key Ultra Nightmare. And it doesn't really, like, doing a 2-key on Ultra Nightmare basically means I get the hard chest, right? I get the hard chest. But this just, it's not that interesting. Like, there's not that much in here. It doesn't even drop 6-star artifacts. Like, the best thing I can get from this is what? A blue rare artifact? A rare 5-star artifact? Like, none of this stuff is useful. Like, if it was a regular account, the Void Shard would be the thing you would want, right? The only thing you'd care about on an endgame account is Void Shards. I mean, and, like, the gems are nice, but, like, 5 gems, like, whatever. Epic books are just not a problem. You get so many from tournaments and stuff. Like, I have hundreds of these on my main account. So, you know, the only thing you really want is Void Shards. So doing 2-key on Nightmare is only really going to get me... It doesn't give me anything. It doesn't give me anything I'd want on this account. Some brews and some potions and some gems and like really low level stuff. So really the only way we get anything interesting is if we can start doing Ultra Nightmare and get the boosted chance of the legendary books, because I do need legendary books for sure. Eventually I won't even need those, but they're nice for now. And actually the gear is nice too. The 6-star legendary artifacts can be really nice. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that. Let's claim all this stuff. But anyway, so moral of the story is we have an unreliable 2-key, but it's pretty reliable, and I think it's getting very close. And if I really care, I can watch the fight and cancel it early and rerun the key. So, yeah, we're kind of just in a farming phase, to be honest. I think the plan is to just farm tournaments when there's a good tournament worth farming, right? Especially like time like this. This is when we blow our energy. And then farm the masteries. Delage is so close, even though I feel like I don't need her, because we're not getting, like, we don't need her until basically Scarab boss of like 2 months, you know, like that's when I'm going to need her to actually do something. And if I can get, I don't want to farm Scarab boss. I only need to get through it. And I'm pretty sure that Artak in a really good regeneration build could solo Scarab. It's slow, but I know my Drang could do it, and Artak should be better than Drang because he brings a decreased attack. So, I don't know. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with Delage. I might not even make her my next. I might keep her at 50, to be honest. I was thinking she was closer in her scrolls. I think the dogs might be more important, because the dogs will at least help with Doom Tower. Actually, no, I take that back. The next rotation of Doom Tower does have Scarab in it, right? It's the Nether Spider one. That was the one I used to actually farm Scarab in. Or not the Nether Spider one, the Frost Spider one, right? We're on rotation 3. Why did I think Scarab was... Yeah, maybe that's right. Okay, so yeah, maybe we will take Delage up as the next one just to get ready for that in 3 weeks, because I don't really need anyone else. Arbiter for the live arena. So, okay, yeah. Well, so that's the plan then. We'll farm all our energy here. We're probably gonna skip the next fusion because it's not that good, and we will work on masteries for Delage when the tournament's over. Cool. That's going to be it for me. I will probably see you in the next one tomorrow. We might, I don't know, these might be kind of short for a little while where we just kind of like work through the progress, and then maybe I'll put them all together into like one long one. But, yep. All right. That's it. I'll see you later. Cheers.